Your girl Queen Dee Dee. Yep, what Dee Dee said it. I'm coming to you today. I have to bring you this story. It's one that I haven't looked into it. I only seen the heading of it, and it kind of sparked my interest a little bit. Teen killer beat a young mom to death and bragged about it. Teen killer beat a young mom to death and bragged about it. This one have 26,000 likes, 2 million views. This particular station, news station, Law and Order, Law and Crime Network, they have 6.16 million subscribers. This video is 33 minutes long. I'm gonna give them 3 minutes of my time, and I hope there's a better excuse other than it was a joke. Let's listen in.
I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you. I will murder you.
In Gwinnett County, Georgia, 27-year-old Antonetta Stevens mercilessly beats 30-year-old Ashley Bocanegra in the street behind the Preston Hills at Mill Creek apartment complex. She screams threats at her, punches her in the face, and throws her body against the asphalt. As Bocanegra begs Stevens to stop, 17-year-old Janine Gonzalez records the assault on a cell phone. The footage of the fight is too graphic to put on screen, but if you listen, you can hear the threats and other evidence investigators gathered from the video.
Stop, you're so lucky my nails is turning because I was really do worse to you right now. I will do worse to you. I will do worse to you. I will do worse to you. That's why he was trying to protect you, but now he don't care for you to get your ass beat.
The fight is over a man named Daniel Gonzalez, who's allegedly carrying out a relationship with both Stevens and Bocanegra. Janine Gonzalez, his younger sister, is good friends with Stevens. Stevens and Bocanegra are both mothers to young boys. At the time of the attack, Bocanegra's son is 7 years old. Stevens' sons are 3 and 9. Stevens knows Bocanegra as her fiance's manager at Floor and Decor, where he works overnight shifts.
You wanna get up?
Get off me.
Get off my hair, I'm gonna you up.
Let me go then. Get off me.
Say hi to Daniel.
Get off me.
Say hi to Daniel.
Get the off
You know
me.
he said I could come out here and you up, right?
Okay, good.
You know that, right?
Uh-huh.
He's in the house with our son.
Hey, wow.
He said I could you up. Yep, this is what we do. If I get mad and he knows I'm leaving, he feels sad. He says, I'll let you up. That's what I'm doing. You up.
All right.
Tell me everything.
You got it. Get off.
No.
No, you ain't got. You don't get to
be
say
on my
so.
man, right? Won't be in front of my man, right?
Get off.
Right? You his manager? I'm getting you fired. That's bias.
Okay, so
Yep, that's a
you do
conflict
that.
of interest. I'm
You do
showing
that.
this to the job.
Okay.
You're my while he's on the clock. My going there trying to ruin his family. He has a whole son. You're mad for him?
Okay. Get off.
Wow. Get up.
Get the fuck off me.
That's that. That's it.
Get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
During the fight, Stevens instructs Gonzalez to steal Bocanegra's phone. They take it back to the apartment, where they plan to call Bocanegra's fiancé to tell him about her affair with Daniel Gonzalez.
Got my face.
All right, give my phone.
Nope, you're not getting it.
Give my phone.
You're jumping both of us for your phone.
Give my phone.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Give my phone.
No.
Bocanegra follows her assailants up to the apartment to retrieve her phone. Daniel Gonzalez, who was allegedly sleeping in the apartment during the attack, hears the verbal altercation between the women at his door and gives Bocanegra's phone back to her. According to the Gonzalez siblings, Bocanegra appears badly beaten. She goes to a local hospital to treat the injury she sustained from Stevens. Several passersby witnessed the attack. One person calls the Gwinnett County Police. Authorities go to Stevens' apartment that afternoon to ask what happened.
Can they come out? The females that are in there?
The females out there are fine.
Yeah.
This girl, she came to my house. She's been sleeping with my fiance. She works over there. She's his manager, and she keeps on forcing him to have sex with her after he'd been cut it off, or she's gonna fire him. And we ended up fighting right there because she approached my home. This is my home. She lives all the way over there.
Okay, is everybody in the house right now?
Oh, just me. I'm the only one that fought. Just me. The girl, she left.
Is your sister involved?
My sister?
Yeah, is she?
No, that's my sister-in-law.
Is she
there.
involved?
She was there.
Are you two arguing? Or are you
No,
guys
we're not
just-
arguing.
Okay, so let's go inside.
The female that he's been sleeping with.
Him?
Yes, my
Okay.
fiance. I've known for 5 years. We
Okay.
moved here together from up north. He works at Floor and Decor. He's been sleeping with his manager.
And that's who was here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've been feeling it for some time now.
Okay.
Yesterday I'm walking to Quick Trip. I see them walking together. And you're a woman, you know our intuition. I know that's the girl. I seen her, we argued yesterday, he broke it up, it was fine. This morning now, she's calling, text him, saying that she's gonna be coming here. I waited for her.
Stevens admits to waiting outside the apartment complex for Bocanegra to arrive, but she conveniently leaves out one crucial detail. Stevens lured Bocanegra to the apartment by posing as Daniel Gonzalez in a series of text messages.
Where's she at? She's over by the park. Hold the phone down. By the what? By the pool? Oh. All right, bro. Where are we going? Look at her right there, right there. Oh, guess what? That was me. You know who? Yeah, right.
By that evening, Gwinnett County Police receive a call from the hospital where Bocanegra checked in. She needs to be transported to a different hospital for surgery. Unfortunately, her injuries are too severe. The 30-year-old New York native and mother to a 7-year-old boy dies before they can operate.
Do not pay somebody to build you a Shopify store, because I'm going to do it free with 20 handpicked products by myself and my expert team and professionally written ad copy for all of those products at no charge. And if you don't believe me, I dare you to click on.
Upon receiving the news of Bocanegra's untimely death, Gwinnett County detectives make their way to the Preston Hills at Mill Creek apartment complex. They're looking for Stevens and Gonzalez.
I know, that was the girls that were walking. They went to Quick Trip. Hey, I'm Detective Carter with Gwinnett County Police. Are you your incident?
Yes, hi.
Hey, this is Detective Poppy or Sergeant Poppy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
We know that there was like an incident that happened earlier today. Has anyone called you about it since?
No. Was somebody supposed to?
Well, we just got another call about it. So I guess the girl went to the hospital and she died.
She died.
She's dead. So, but we know that there was like an altercation that happened beforehand.
And that was mutual, and she came here.
Yeah, we understand that.
Yeah.
So, but because of it,
I wasn't going to kill anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not that person.
I get it.
Yeah.
But because of that, we have to kind of talk to you guys and get a more formal statement.
Sure, okay. Wow, I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
That was not my intention. I've been mentally going through a lot. I have bipolar depression, and I'm just going through a lot right now. And you know, I came here from up north with my fiance. That's him.
Hey.
I came here with my fiance. Yeah. So I came.
Are you
here,
the sister? The
yeah,
sister. Okay.
Sister. I came here with my fiance to start a new life, buy a house, everything like that, and I never expected him to basically cheat on me with someone at the workplace. You know what I'm saying?
So we would like to get like a formal statement. So we're going to ask that you come up to our headquarters and talk to us.
It's just right up the street.
Okay. All right.
I hear kids. Is there someone else here that
Yeah.
can? There's someone here with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once Stevens and Gonzalez arrive, the women are placed in separate interrogation rooms where they wait for Detective Araya and Detective Carter.
Just go through basically, since I wasn't there and I'm playing catch up basically. So what happened?
So like, let me start to where it leaded.
Okay.
Okay, so like, since I've been down here, they haven't been on good terms. So, you know, arguments back to back. So like, we just came back from Florida like not too long ago from her mom's wedding, and we left on bad terms with everybody because my brother got into a, incident with her stepdad. So ever since that happened and we left Florida, it's just been rockier. It's just been worse arguments. So, yeah. Sorry, I just cursed.
You're fine.
Okay. I flipped up earlier. Okay. So, like, you know, they're arguing or whatever. So my brother, him being a man, cheats. Like always, you know, he's feeling less than, he thinks it's okay to cheat, so, you know. He tells me who's he cheating with and stuff. Now, me and my stepsister, I mean, not my stepsister, my sister-in-law, we're very close, like, so close, like, you understand. Like, she's more of a sister to me than my brother's a brother to me, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
very
So,
close.
like, we're very close.
Yeah.
So, once he told me, I was just like, ooh, what the tell her?
It's girl code. You
Yes,
have to.
right? So, especially when, right after he told her, after he told me what he was doing, he wanted to do it with her. So I was just like, I'm about to tell her. 2 days prior before this day, we were just chilling, she was working, and Daniel did something to her to make her upset. So we were talking or whatever, and I was just like, oh, I forgot to tell you. No, I didn't forget, but I still, you know. So I was like, told her what happened. He explained, you know, cheated or whatever. She was like, oh, really? She's upset or whatever. I was like, don't tell him that I told you, because he's going to be mad at me.
Right.
Okay, so after that, he explained how the girl looked to me, though. And, you know, curly hair, Puerto Rican, skinny girl. So I was like, so then I explained it to Antonetta. So the next day after that, we went to the store. Last night. We went to the store last night, and we were walking to Quick Trip. Quick Trip is right there, you know.
I know, that's why y'all walking earlier.
Yeah.
I thought that was you guys.
Okay, so we walked to Quick Trip. As we're walking to Quick Trip, both of them are walking together from Quick Trip. So they're just now leaving, and we're just now coming. So Antonetta's like, is that Daniel walking? So now she runs to him like, who is this? So he's like, oh, it's my worker or whatever. Mind you, before we walked to Quick Trip, we asked him, when you go on your break, can you take us to the store? He said he couldn't leave on his break. So when we saw them walking, it was like, you just said you couldn't leave on your break, now you walking with her to the store?
The girl Gonzalez described seeing with her brother was Ashley Bocanegra. Daniel Gonzalez also confirms this timeline to investigators.
So after that, she's kicking Daniel or whatever. She don't want to live with him no more. It's either he gonna leave or she's gonna leave, and you know she gotta leave with the kids, everything. So it would make sense if he just left. So he's getting kicked out, whatever. And then I guess she was coming to see him. He was getting kicked out. I don't know. I was in those messages. I'm not sure what was said, but I guess she was coming to see him because he was getting kicked out. And it's not us all the messages. So she decides, like, yeah, now she's about to come see you. Now I'm about to beat her up. Cause you just saved me from her the other day. No, you know that's how it was. So she's coming. So it's Netta and me. We go. And she comes to the house. You know, big fight. So after the fight, we took her phone. We were gonna call her husband to let her know that, you know, just to stir some out.
Gonzalez is laughing and smiling throughout her recounting of the story. She doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation she's in. If she does understand, it appears she doesn't care.
Oh, okay, so we close the door. She starts banging on the door like crazy, because, you know, we got her phone. She wants her phone back. Yeah. So then you'll give her phone back, and then I don't know what the hell happened after. She gave her phone back, literally, like, she left right after. I don't know how she left. Like, I wasn't watching after that, because my brother was mad as hell, and, you know, he don't want me in the business. I was already in it too much. So he's like, oh my ass, so I'm just like, okay. So I don't know what happened after she left, but literally right after she left, a third party called the police. They came, you know, made a report, and then after that it was over, whatever. And then just know you guys came. Yeah, that's all I know.
When you guys fought, how long did that fight last?
Uh, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was early. But yeah, that's about it.
Have you ever been in fights before?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have? Oh. Okay. You seem kind of athletic. You play sports when you're in school?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I really look athletic?
Yeah, you look athletic. Yeah, you got some shoulders on you.
Why would you do that? You don't know if I just care about these shoulders.
While Gonzalez is laughing and joking, Steven's time in the interrogation strikes a different tone. She immediately requests a lawyer.
I will say that, I don't go out looking to harm anybody. That's not my intention. I do feel, very remorseful about anything that has happened with that young lady. I'll also say that, it wasn't my intention to even get into an altercation with her today. She came over to my place of residence looking for my fiance. We argued. I was hit. We fought. I feel really bad, but, I don't know. I'm just, it's just too much.
You okay?
No, I'm not. I'm just, I have kids. I don't know how to feel, man. I've been going through too much.
17-year-old Gonzalez is willing to share much more of what happened with investigators.
So tell us about that. Like, how did that happen?
It was very vivid. It happened so fast. Fights are just like a blur when it happens.
Yeah.
But
where was she? I know you said earlier she came looking for him.
She came because he was moving. He was getting kicked out, and she wanted to be a little writer.
Mm-hmm.
When she knows she a side chick and she got a husband at home. Like, girl.
I know she's breaking up a happy home, but where was she at? Like,
no, she has a husband as well.
Yeah, I know, but where was she at?
What do you mean?
You said she came and looked for him. Where was she at? How did y'all make contact with her?
Through messages.
Where did you meet up?
She was in our complex. I guess she lives like right near us.
So I'm going to therapy. When I found out about BetterHelp, I was so stoked because I was finally going to be able to find a...
Look at her, right there. Oh, guess what, bitch? That was me, right? Yeah.
Like, I think, there's, two sides of the complex. So, that hill?
Yeah.
It goes around, and, when it goes up and around, there's another complex that looks just like the same.
Mm-hmm. So did she knock on the door at first, or you guys just saw her outside?
Outside. She didn't knock. She didn't get the chance to.
Okay.
Because, oh, yeah, you got this coming. I'm about to be around. So, yeah.
Did you guys start yelling at her before you guys approached her, or how'd that go down?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It wasn't really all. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, and you can't see my... And then it was just fine up there. She knew what it was because she got ready too, And it was just fighting.
Who was fighting?
The girl tonight.
Everybody?
No.
Girl, you didn't get on in?
No. Yeah.
Of course you did. I know you did.
Just.
You got that's like you said. That's your homegirl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about that. How that happened.
I didn't go crazy though, cause she's small as hell. Like, you're enough already. I don't need to be punching her, dragging her. I don't need to do all of that. I'm good. Like in the beginning, she got on the floor, and I kind of dragged her just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And then I stopped. I was just like,
it's hard. The adrenaline's going. You gotta.
Yeah. I was just like, okay, let me stop. And then they're just fighting. And yeah. Just a little hit. So I didn't really fight her. That's just crazy.
What made it stop?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a weird question. I never know.
Was she saying anything or Ashley? I mean,
no. She was just. I out of all fights I've been in, I never saw somebody talk during a fight, like while you're getting beat up talking. I never met somebody that ever.
What was she saying?
She was just, you know, talking. Oh, that doesn't want you. That's why he's not loving me. Just like that, throwing it out in the air. And then like, it was just such a weird fight. Like she was just like, she just kept on talking. Then she was like, "Aren't you his sister?" And it was just laughing all types. It was just weird. She was a weird person.
You said she said grab the phone?
Yeah.
Antoinette said grab the phone?
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Okay.
When she was talking back, while she was getting beat up, like, how'd that make you feel? With the stuff that she was saying?
Like, I didn't care.
She was angry. She's mad.
Because, like, she was, listen, I don't get bothered by people who talk stuff. You gotta, like, really do something to me, you know?
She was talking about your brother, though. And your sister.
Yeah, but it was just like, so, like, you.
So you weren't mad? You was just nonchalant, just like whatever?
Yeah, I can't be that mad now. Come on, she knew what it was. You're gonna talk regardless. It's a fight. What do you expect? So I'm just like, I've been in multiple fights. They could talk what they want.
So you were just standing over them as they were fighting?
Yeah, I'm just like, what? But then I walked away. Daniel was mad as hell. He, like I said, every time this me getting into business period, he gets angry, and I don't got time for him.
Yeah. But he was sleeping when the fight was happening outside, right? Because you said that she woke him up.
Yes, she did.
By she, you mean Ashley, right? Who woke Daniel up?
She did.
Who's she?
Antonetta.
Okay. So you guys were outside fighting?
No. We woke him up when we knew Ashley was coming. And then we was like, yeah, like she's about to get beat up, but now you getting kicked out and she thinks it's okay to come save you. Like, who is she? Yeah, I haven't been together for how long? Like, that was weird. So yeah.
Daniel!
In the video recorded by Gonzalez, Stevens can be heard telling Daniel Gonzalez about what had just occurred outside. It appears that this is when he's woken up, just before Boca Negra follows them to the door.
How did you guys find the messages again?
His phone.
Okay. Did you find it or did she find it?
She found it.
Antoinette? Okay. How did she, like, where were you at? Did you come, how did that happen?
She came to me, we were reading the messages. And we're like, yeah, that's the girl that we just saw. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys text her?
What do you mean?
Did you guys send messages to her?
No, we don't got her number.
No, I mean from his phone.
Oh, from his phone? No, I don't think so, no.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because you messed up your story a little bit. I already read the messages. You messed up a little bit.
What was the messages?
He wasn't getting kicked out.
Yes, he was. I don't know. What the hell? I did. I only saw the messages where he was cheating. So I'm not sure if anybody texted her.
For sure?
You know? Yeah.
So Antoinette just sent the messages
I am
first?
positive myself. I'm positive. But yeah, I don't know if there's any messages sent to that lady. Because I can't say I didn't know if there's messages sent.
You were with her when she was
like,
texting
she
him.
have come.
You were still with her when she was texting her. I know you guys were sending messages. She already told us you guys were texting her.
Yeah, but I don't know what was said.
So she was just texting her.
That's why I said you would get kicked out. I don't know what was said.
So you didn't send the messages, she just sent the messages.
Yeah, because I don't know what was said in those messages. But I know from seeing them arguing, he was getting kicked out.
Okay, so you didn't see no messages, Antoinette just told you about it, and then
no,
Antoinette was texting her?
I saw the messages where he was cheating.
What did those say?
I'm feeling you, falling for you, something like that. Hurting each other.
And that's when Antoinette showed those. She showed those to you, and that's when she started messaging her.
Yeah, she showed those to me, and then she sent a message to her.
Antoinette sent the message to Ashley.
Yeah, I guess.
Did she tell you what she was sending?
Like, the words and shit? No, I don't know what she said.
You mean you better know something. You knew she was outside.
But I did know she was outside. Of course I knew she was outside, because if she about to go fight, I'm coming with her.
But earlier today, she didn't know that she was walking into a fight.
Yeah.
No, she's dead.
I know, that's crazy. Do you know how she died? Like,
From fighting.
The injuries of her death.
So they had to do an autopsy, but it was it was a result of her the injuries she sustained during the fight.
Bocanegra's autopsy report shows that she sustained blunt force trauma to the head. She also suffered from hemorrhaging in the brain and the back. Her cause of death is listed as generalized trauma, which resulted in a rupture of the right adrenal gland.
Before Fun Trip, I had tried a bunch of fad diets, little short-term things that never really seemed to last for me.
A gland that sits right above the kidney. Her manner of death? Homicide.
It's crazy.
How does it make you feel?
This make you feel like I'm going to hell. That I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, that's really crazy. Life is crazy.
And she's not a big girl.
No, she isn't. That's why I don't watch her. She's too small. I looked at her and I'm just like, how old are you? She told me she was 30. I'm like, you're really small for your age to be 30. Like, she looked sick, skinny. So that was cool. I was like, nah.
I heard she was pretty up.
I don't know.
James saw it. He said, when I opened the door, I saw her. I was like, oh, and I slammed the door because she was so up.
Yeah, he did do that. He did do that.
He said he was shocked because
but I didn't. I don't know, because I really didn't see her after that. Like, they had me sitting in the back because they was on my...
Detective Araya and Detective Carter already spoke with Daniel Gonzalez back at the apartment complex. While his fiancée and sister were being escorted to the police headquarters, Daniel Gonzalez shared what he knew with investigators.
Listen, we'll come back here and talk to you. I understand you got kids, so we'll just leave you here for now with your kids. We're going to take her up and talk to her, and your sister's going to go.
So just 2 cars, so 1 more car, that's it.
And then we'll go from there. Okay? How long have you lived here?
About like a year.
About a year? Yeah. Do you know Ashley? How do you know Ashley?
We have an emotional relationship.
Okay. So, they had the altercation early this afternoon. Okay, which you don't know anything about?
No, I was informed that while I was sleeping, she went in my phone, took my phone, and yes, she deleted the messages, I'm not even gonna lie. She gave me back my phone, it was like, seemed like it was untouched.
Yeah.
She texted the woman and said, hey, she basically acted like she was me. I swear she probably still has the messages Ashley. So, she texted me and she was like, well, she acted like she was me. And she said, hey, my wife kicked me out. She's not my wife, but she said that. I guess that's what she said when we came out and out. So she kicked me out. Can you come meet me? She used basically her emotional, the way she feels towards me. Yeah. To get her over here. And when she got her over here.
Hey, Carl. Go ahead and just take them over by your car.
What's gonna happen?
Just go ahead and take them over by your car, please.
Well, yeah, hold on 1 second. So then she came over, so she asked her to come over, she was pretending to be you.
Yes, ma'am.
And then what?
She called her. She had to, because the way when I opened, I literally woke up and was like, all
when you say she fought her, like,
she had to fight
who?
her. They had to fight or get in an altercation because when I heard this, like, I literally woke up and I'm like, what the heck? And all I hear is them yelling amongst each other, my sister and her, you know, I guess like hyped.
So Ashley came here to your door?
Because they took her phone, I guess. They took her phone. I got to give it back to her.
Oh, they took her phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Because she was going to text, I guess, her man and like, you know, she was hurt, so. But now I wake up and I'm like, oh, there's nothing at the door, but I hear bickering. So I'm like, yo, y'all don't hear this door? I'm like, what the heck? I open the door. And I just see, and I just closed it immediately.
How did she look when she opened the door?
No, yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
She looked up?
Yeah.
Okay.
He tells detectives that although he is in a relationship with Stevens, he isn't interested in her. Their relationship had been falling apart for some time, leading up to the attack against Bocanegra, his new love interest.
Did she talk to you about it afterwards?
No, the only thing she said is, why would you do this to me? And I told her, like, we're not, like, the love interest is gone, everything. Like, I told her this yesterday, when she saw me walking with the girl.
Oh, okay.
And I stopped her. I was like, you're not gonna fight her because of what we're going through. It's not her fault, you know.
Did she message Ashley from your phone,
and I'm pretty
pretending to be you?
Yes.
Daniel Gonzalez shows his phone to Detective Carter, who begins reading the text messages Stevens allegedly sent.
There's about what happened too. Your sister kicked me in the back, got my heart and chest.
Yes, and I know she has heart problems. Like, this is like crazy to me. Like it's not like this is fresh. Like, I'm over here cheating on this woman. I'm not. We've been like, this has been a toxic environment, and she's just been trying to figure out what to do, and I've been trying to figure out what to do, but she doesn't want nobody to leave.
Where you at? I need to see you. I'm in the bed. I want you here so bad.
Daniel Gonzalez appears genuinely concerned about Bocanegra's well-being. He willingly gives his phone to investigators and consents to a download of his messages. Then, he asks how Ashley Bocanegra is doing. It appears he hadn't arrived home yet when the detectives broke the news of her death to Stevens and Gonzalez.
Is she hurt?
I see it.
Like, real bad?
So
honestly, I'm not gonna make a show. I'm not gonna go and yell. I'm not gonna go call her. I just want to know.
Well, yeah, we got a call from the hospital a little while ago, and she actually passed away from.
Bro, stop playing with me,
No,
please.
seriously.
Please stop playing with me. Please stop playing with me.
Sit down.
Please
Sit
stop
down.
playing
Sit down.
with me.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Please stop playing with me.
Shh, breathe. Breathe.
Please stop playing with me, man.
Breathe.
Oh.
Look at me. Breathe.
Always.
Daniel Gonzalez, obviously distraught, leaves the walkway and enters his apartment. Detectives follow him.
I felt the hole in my heart as soon as she left. That was crazy.
One tragic and brutal murder. 3 staggeringly different reactions from everyone inside the apartment that day. By the end of their interrogations, the women behind Ashley Bocanegra's violent death received identical charges.
Robbery? What? Robbery?
Yeah.
We didn't steal her phone. We took it so she could come to the house.
Oh, you took it?
Yeah,
You didn't steal it.
she got her phone back.
Ah.
I told you she wasn't leaving unless we gave her back her phone. We just did it so we could call her husband, but we changed our mind.
Ah, okay.
Gave her phone today. She got her phone back.
She said it was okay for you to take it?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's a robbery. The other charge is murder.
Murder?
Yep. You're being charged with murder.
Me?
Yeah.
That's too
deep.
bad.
That's deep, right?
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
No. What? Murder? I clearly laid hands on her. All I did was pull her hair.
Antonetta Stevens and Janine Gonzalez are both taken to the Gwinnett County Jail. While they're being booked, Daniel Gonzalez is at home with his 3-year-old son.
What did you do, Nick?
What did you what?
That's all I want to do, man. Even if I'm not
Okay,
here.
yes, definitely watch
I just
SpongeBob.
want
3 young boys are now left without a mother to care for them. Antonetta Stevens and Janine Gonzalez are each currently serving 20 years for voluntary manslaughter. She screams threats at her, punches her in the face, and throws her body against the asphalt. As Bocanegra begs Stevens to stop, 17-year-old Janine Gonzalez records the assault.
Let's start with 17-year-old Janine. 17-year-old, literally, entire life gone. 17. Like, what happened? What happened? I mean, just looking at this story, it's honestly, it's a pitiful shame. It's a pitiful shame that you have young women, because 17-year-old is not old at all. 30-year-old, you got a little bit of time on you. I didn't catch the age of the original lady who actually was going through whatever her emotional distraught is. Ladies, when a man don't want you, what do? This is where this all started at. This started because a man don't want you. And these are the things that I'm trying to preach to people, that you got to learn how to be strong from within in order to overcome things that are on the outer end of you, things that are out of your control. I tell people all the time, it's not the big things that you need to try to get control of. Honestly, it's the small things. The small things are the ones you want to get control of, because those are the things that 99.9% of the times that we can handle. This young lady right here, I mean, do she really not understand her life? A mother, another mother. What is becoming of our world? So now what we basically have, we have actually 3 situations going on right here. We got one woman who was so emotionally gone till she hit a different stance in her life because she wanted someone that didn't want her anymore. She actually didn't accept that he didn't want her anymore. She couldn't accept that. She moved to another state to try to get past whatever her problems was, but she ran to another place and got in even worse problems. The problem with all of that is, you can run, but you cannot hide. This is what I keep trying to tell you. You got to learn how to build yourself up from the inside. When you build yourself up from the inside, it don't matter where you're at. You will be able to handle things and control things. She ran to somewhere that she still wasn't ready within. So you got one woman that to me seems like she's so in love with a man until she'll do anything to save her family. But what she didn't understand was your family was already broken. All of these missed promises from men. Oh, you know, you do this, you do that, you do the other, and then da 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 da. I'm telling you, it doesn't work like that unless there are 2 parties involved willing to create the same type of lifestyle. They're willing to do the same for each other. Had he not been, I'm not even going to say that. I was about to say, had he not been cheating, these things wouldn't happen. The problem with it is, you had these same problems in a whole nother state. When it's time to let things and people go, it's time to let it go. I don't care how many years you've been in a relationship. I have so many comments where men, not so many, but there's a few men, oh, she's been married 30 years and can't keep her husband. No, I've been married 30 years and don't want my husband. Keeping him is not a problem. But if I keep him, what am I going to go through? My happiness and my peace is more important at this stage in my life. That young lady didn't have anyone to lead and guide her. One mom gone. You got another mom, 30 years old. She have a son, already married. She decided to move on without closing the right doors. She may have not physically and verbally, she may not have verbally asked for this type of retaliation, but what do you expect when you come into a relationship with your eyes wide open? You know what the consequences and ramifications are behind cheating, especially with someone's man. No matter what they're going through on their end, you know he wasn't free. You knew he came with baggage. The problem with it is, he's not the only one that came with baggage. You got baggage too. Yours just wasn't exposed yet. And then you got the third little girl, 17 years old. She thought it was a joke. Everything about this was a joke to her. It's a joke. There's nothing about this funny. right there. Do you not understand what it means? You're luring someone to a tumultuous, violent situation. That goes to show you right there when a person is not thinking rationally. She wasn't thinking. She not understanding what you're just getting yourself into. And you're getting other people into it. And then you not understanding you're about to leave your kid because you're head over heels in love with a man that's not in love with you. How do you give so much love to a person that's not giving it back? These are the things that I've been trying to preach to these women and men about. You're wanting women that are submissive. Okay, you get these women in submission. But what happened when you're not doing your part and this woman is submitted to just being with you? This lady is literally submitted to just this man. But what she didn't understand was there's red flags where he's telling you all this time, I don't want you. So it don't matter how submissive you get with a person that does not want you.
Of text messages.
Where's she at?
And you're looking for her. What made you two immature, childish women record this? What kind of joke did you really think this was? When did you think reality was going to kick in that there are consequences behind bad behavior? I'm not giving the other lady a free pass because she don't deserve a free pass. But she also didn't deserve for her life to be taken. She didn't deserve for two women not to be able to control their emotions, which one of them is just actually a follower. She's so young, immature, and childish, she really don't know what she's getting herself into.
Hold the phone down. By the what? By the pool?
At what point in all of this walking and talking and recording did anyone stop and say, you know what, man, this not worth it? I need to go back to him because if he want this woman that bad, he need to go with her. Because it's not worth me losing everything that I got in my life. I ain't got nothing now but children. I've moved from one state to another. I seem like I got an attitude or something where there's a chip on my shoulder. Is there a chip on my shoulder because I got a man that honestly don't want me? What's really going on here? I mean, honestly, tell me what's really going on. This man don't want me. He's moved on just that quick to another woman. And then you're dealing with the woman at a job. At no point did anything stop and resonate here.
There's someone here with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once Stevens and Gonzalez arrive, the women are placed in separate interrogation rooms where they wait for
I wonder how funny it really is.
Detective Araya and Detective Carter.
Just go through basically, since I wasn't there, and
How funny is this really? But it goes back to this video that I just posted. Men don't want older women. Not to say older women don't go through things like this. But the older women that this woman was referring to was older women that's gotten themselves together. Older women that say, no, it's not worth it anymore for this headache. Older women that say, no, I got my own life, my own world, and I'm going to do me right now. If you want someone else and you're not for me, then you keep moving. Oh, the video was so adamant that men don't date older women anymore. They only want 25, 26 years old. Okay, you got them now. Now what? So you left an older woman for this type of headache. Somebody that's giggling. Somebody that's laughing through things. I mean, 17 years old. You did say 20, 25, whatever. The other lady has to be in her 20s. No difference. So basically, you guys are putting things out on the internet, enticing women to feel as though they got to be submissive to men, and then they're being submissive to these men, and this is the treatment that they're getting. And you can say, oh, but the man already told her he didn't want her. But why didn't the man leave? Why didn't he also leave and go somewhere? Why did he stick around in this tumultuous, violent, toxic relationship He knew he had a love interest somewhere else. Why didn't he leave? I don't want to hear, oh, he didn't want to break up a family. Family broken. I didn't want to hear he didn't want to leave his kids. Get custody. Get partial custody to your kid. If you want your kids like that, you could have gotten custody to make sure that you was in your kid's life. This type of behavior, it goes to show, no, you wanted your cake and you also wanted to eat it too. You wanted all of this in one. And what you didn't realize, now you're bringing your little sister into it who got absolutely no goddamn common sense. And I really can't even be mad at her with her no common sense ass, because she's only 17 years old. She's not even old enough to vote.
It's girl code. You have to.
A girl code. But these are the same women that these men are saying they want to be with, because of older women is too much. When you get yourself together and you have boundaries, when you get yourself together and you have stability in your life, when you get yourself together and you have matured and you've come past this type of behavior, we're still getting beat to the pulp for being mature, having boundaries and knowing what we want with stability. But this is the type of dysfunction I guess you're looking for. Which one is it? You will never know how to treat a man unless he's willing to treat you too. Fighting and killing over a man like this, you're not going to get anywhere with it. Fighting over him for what? He still has moved on. He still decided that the grass is greener on the other side. But what he's forgetting is, when you get to the other side and you get all locked in and ussy with this woman, she still got a husband at home. That 30-year-old lady, she still had a man at home. He went from one situation and didn't know he was getting himself into something. You got to find a way to clear yourself in order to move on. You're never going to clear yourself when you still have old baggage. So now I'm not understanding, why is it a big deal that older women have decided to get themselves together, and there's certain things that they want in their life and there's certain things that they don't want. They've already been down this childish, immature, petty, amateur road. So we're still getting beat up for growing up. So what do you do about this 17-year-old? Because she's very childish. What do you do about this 20-year-old something? And then the 30-year-old woman that's deceased now, over a beating from a man that didn't even know who he really wanted. Because if he got the galls to run to a woman with already a man and in a full-blown relationship, and she haven't cleared her path yet, what is he really looking for? An outage? But then you find older women that want something more. Or we're trying to teach younger women not to go through roles like this. We're getting beat up because now, oh, you got too many boundaries, too many stipulations, too many this, too many that. But if those boundaries and stipulations and restrictions keep me from going through stuff like this, then I would rather have my boundaries, my stipulations, and my restrictions in place. Ladies, y'all need to get it together. Men, if you don't want a woman, leave her. Women, if you don't want the man, leave him. It's going to be some broken hearts and some heartaches, but somebody going to have to go through it. Because this right here is a senseless act. They were already on rocky hills. They were already going through something in a relationship. He didn't want her, but she's holding on to something for nothing. He didn't want her. Let him take care of his kids and move on. I mean, y'all are saying that men is the one that control everything in the relationship. He controlled it. He controlled it only because she had a heart for him and his heart wasn't there anymore. But what about the flip side when he have a heart from her and maybe her heart isn't there anymore? This is horrible. This is horrible. It's senseless.
That was me, you know. Yeah.
Like, I think there's two sides of the complex. You know that hill?
Yeah.
It goes around, and when it goes up and around, there's another complex that looks just like the same.
Mm-hmm. So did she knock on the door at first, or you guys just saw her outside?
Outside. She didn't knock. She didn't get the chance to.
And you don't know you're committing perjury. You know how it feels for someone to just outright lie on you. You lure this woman to her death. You may not have expected to beat her to death, but you don't know the rage and the power and the energy of a person that's hurt or scared or in a rage, upset, want revenge. It gets to a point where you pull out strength that you never thought you had. This is a senseless act. There's no sense in me even listening to this to the end of it. It's horrible.
It's so bad.
Daniel Gonzalez appears genuinely concerned about Bocanegra's well-being.
Imagine that. He's genuinely concerned about Bocanegra's well-being. He's not even concerned about the mother of his children. And this is the type of relationship you want out of a man? This is the love that you're fighting for? This is the love that you honestly just killed for? Like, really, tell me what's really going on here. I wish that the outcome of this didn't come, I wish this wasn't the actual outcome. I wish there was someone that was able to speak to this young lady and say, listen, you got to let him go. You can't be a submissive woman where you're fighting to keep a man. If a man don't want to be kept, you need to let him keep going. It's senseless and it's ridiculous. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee, with Dee Dee Said It. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I say get to know me.
Authorities go to Stephen's apartment that afternoon to ask what happened.
Can they come out? The females that are in there? Yeah. This girl, she came to my house. She's been sleeping with my fiance. She works over there.
Right there is where you're not understanding that you're committing perjury. You're committing perjury because you recorded this fight. Did you not think any of those recordings was going to get out? She came to your house, but what you didn't say was that you lured her there. That's a totally different thing. Even though if this woman know that she's dealing with a man on an adulterous level, the last place you want to be is caught anywhere near their home. This lady is deceased at this point, but I can't give her a free pass for being silly. She was silly. I mean, what was more important, the ick or your life? If you two wanted to be together that bad, then you should have both left your mates and you should have got together where it was free reign. So if anything happened, you don't have to be coming to someone's house to meet someone. So you were going to literally meet to this woman's house to deal with or talk to her man. But you don't get a free pass because you lured her there. You lured her there even though you portrayed to be him. You still lured her there.
He's his manager, and she keeps on forcing him to have sex with her after he'd been cut it off, or she...
There's no way you would believe that just because she's the manager, she's forcing him. At 30 years old, for her to even be to your house, nothing was forced. At 30 years old, you wanted what you wanted. So you were having sex with him. Daniel knew exactly what he was doing too. Daniel wasn't being raped. Daniel wasn't being molested by a 30-year-old woman. Daniel was doing what Daniel wanted to do, which was indulge in a sexual relationship with another woman because he didn't want you anymore. That's what you're not understanding. He didn't want her anymore. There was no such thing as, oh, he was going to fire her. As big as your mouth is, you knew how to get her back if she did. He didn't want you. So what you should have did was find somewhere in your heart to move him out of there.
Fire him, and we ended up fighting right there because she approached my home.
She approached your home because you invited her there. You ended up fighting right there because you were out looking for her and you were from the garage waiting on her. See, these are the things that you don't understand. You establish a paper trail. The paper trail was you recorded, and then the paper trail was the text messages. You don't think you're texting her, you don't think she have a phone on the other end? I feel really, really bad for this lady. I had to do this follow-up clip. I feel really bad for her to an extent. The reason why I feel bad for her to an extent, because clearly you can tell she was just upset and in love with someone that didn't reciprocate or return that back to her. And she didn't know how to say no. She didn't know how to let it go. She didn't know how to continue to move. She didn't know how to move on. According to Daniel, he said that he's already told her he's already told her that we can't be together anymore. But I just found it so weird that he told her about being together once he got caught walking with her. These are conversations that should have been had. Women, get out of your feelings and emotions. I don't care what men say. You have a right to protect your heart. You have a right to protect your mental stability. You got a right to protect the next outcome.